I apologize, but due to technical difficulties, you're picking up maybe 15, 20 laps into the Richmond race. I am the 27 of Cookie Monster, and I am narrating this race we ran a couple of weeks ago. This is the second race of N15, Cookie Monster's N15 league, and I am recording for all my viewers out there that enjoy watching the races. Again, the first 20 laps you will not see, but plenty of racing left. Right now, I'm currently running 6th place behind my teammate, soon to be Annihilator. Right now is the sub Kevin Harvick, and as you can see, the 18 back there scrubbing the wall. That was the 18 of Charger Duck, who was subbing for GGR, the rookie for Joe Gibbs Racing. Currently, right now, your leader is the White Hammer. And one of the features in this race was lag bubbling, which just did occur, unfortunately, in this race. And I'll give you a case in point. I'll show you what lag bubble is. For all you who may just be viewing this and watching it and wondering what the heck a lag bubble is, you'll know, because apparently our defending champion didn't know what a lag bubble is either. So after watching this, he'll be able to know as well. Our defending champ, if you're wondering, is the 88, the White Hammer. Who just up and checked out right now. You see, I am running fourth right now in this race. From the nose. We have not made green flag pit stops yet. There were some, I believe, that made green flag pit stops before our first caution. You see the 11 up there working on the 22. That's for third. And there you see lag. It looked like the 19 smacked the wall, but indeed he did not. Car got a little tight and away from me there. That allowed the 31 to catch back up. But right now we're just riding. It was a long race, so there was no need to make any moves. Behind me. Car started to go toward the end of the run. There you see the 18 who's behind me at this point. See the 31 there, he made a green flag stop. This was around the time for green flag stops here. You see the 18 diving low on me. He does complete the pass, and that moves me down to 5th place, I believe, on the grid, or 6th, one of the two. My teammate, of course, is a lap down. The 18 would end up giving me that spot back. See me giving a spot away to the 31. It was a lap down. I just let them on by. Major green flag stops here. This would be a race for debuts. The debut of the 34 of Rival Ant as Front Row Racing gets their debut. And Rival Ant was a long-time racer in this league, beginning of early parts of the league, and now returning to do battle to try to chase for a championship. Awesome to have him back in the running yet again. I believe the 18 pitted. At least very few cars on the racetrack. I don't know what place I'm running right now, so I apologize, but I know it's near the front because I had not pitted at this point in time yet. From the chase view, and you see cars diving to pit road. There's the 11 of Chamberlain that would dive to the pit road right now. Now, he had a sub this race. It was Little Forte, the rookie from N14. Got a chance to participate in the Monster Racing Series, N15 we call it. And there you see the 4 car. That's the 4 Stampy, the rookie. And I believe that makes us our first caution, which sucked for all those drivers that pitted and went a lap down. And that also sucked for the 88 of the White Hammer, because he had certainly set sail. Hated to see the rest of the field coming back. Once again, you can check out this footage on my YouTube channel, as well as checking out the points and stats from my website, www.thegamingriff.com. Click on read more on that Cookie Monsters N15 Race League. You can see stats, the schedule, scores, and more. And next season, or coming up season, first season of NASCAR Heat, you'll be able to check me out live on my Twitch feed, which is Twitch Monster 27. All right, moving forward after that caution, getting ready to go green once again. You see me flying through there late as a mug, trying to get lined up. They had already went green by the time I got around there, so to use my resources to get back up to the front. You see me pretty much back there in the pack now, working on my teammate in the 31. He slides out of the way, lets me by, and there you see Beloved in the deuce, who makes it back in from the qualifier, and was able to race Penske, the deuce, and had a pretty decent race this race as well. He's going to give me the inside, and I'm certainly going to take it side by side. I believe this is for 9th, I want to say. That's what it looked like from the hood. There you see the crew. I'm telling you something. I was burning rubber trying to catch those guys too. Before my fuel and tire, or before my tires start to wear. I believe your race leader is still the White Hammer at this point. And there is a huge wreck. Takes out the 22. He's not DNF, but he did get hurt in that wreck. So that will be our second caution of the day. There'll be many more in this race at Richmond. And there you see, I believe that's the Destroyer who is in first. Hammer's down to third place. And I believe my teammate Speedy in the 3 car was up running in the top 3. After that caution and pit cycling, we get ready to double file for another restart. Now, this is the part I want you guys to pay close attention to. There you see our 2-time defending champ, the White Hammer here. And I said earlier in the broadcast that there were lag bubbles. And everyone that races this game knows exactly what I'm talking about, except for that 88 car. So pay close attention to what happens. And I'll let you guys decide. You write in what you decide once you see it, and write down in the comments, like and subscribe for more races. Watch, pay attention closely to this though. Green flag back in the air. There you see the battle for the lead. The White Hammer likes to try to jump those restarts, get a good jump, beat the leaders to the line. Now that wasn't a lag bubble. I did bounce off the wall. That's clear, but here we go. So I'll file in line. I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th place, trying to work on the 11 on the low side, and my teammate, there you see the White Hammer trying to make it on the inside. And so, what do you think? Lag bubble or no? I did not touch him on my screen. That was my teammate by accident. Oops. Well, now they would wreck in the back, as you clearly see. If we rewind it there, you can clearly see the wreck in the back. The 3 hits the 4 and into the wall, and they would continue to wreck back there. So we're under our 3rd caution of the day. Now the part I want you to see is coming up. I thought it was this run. It'll probably be the next one. The 19 is currently leading this race, the Game Destroyer. He would lead a few laps, getting up there in the front. So here we cycle through after some pit stops, and we get ready to go green flag racing once again. There you see the double file. The 19 of Game Destroyer, the 88, the 2-time defending champ White Hammer, the 6-time N14 champ Cookie Monster, that's me. The 11 of Chamberlain, the 4 car of Stampy, our rookie, one of our rookies, and Fees would round out the top 6 drivers. White Hammer, I don't know what the heck he's doing. We get ready to go green flag racing. Top 3 fan out. There you see Stampy down there on the bottom trying to make a move. What do you think, guys? Lag bubble or no? It's coming up here soon. Destroyer goes into the wall. Here I'm following the 88 into the corner. What do you think, guys? What do you see? Is there any contact? Let's get a better angle from the nose. Now, if that little bit of contact caused him to do all that, then he can't drive. Now, what do you think, guys? Is the retaliation, is it a lag bubble or is it not? Pay close attention to later on. on a restart. In the meantime, Stampy's going to try to get some of the lead. Moves me up the racetrack and goes straight to the lead. There goes the 19 to follow behind him. Here comes the 88. What do you think, guys? Lag bubble or no? Was that a lag bubble or no? I would say no. The white hammer has been warned, was warned several times in this race and the previous race, so he gets no more warnings. Next time will definitely be penalties for him. The 4 car is on the bubble of getting penalties. In the meantime, that knocked me down to about 5th or 6th. There's the 22 working on me. There's the 18. And Stampy, our rookie, would be leading this race. And his goal is to stay up there. There you see 3 wide action behind us. Look at this. They go 2 wide there. That looks like and there you see the white hammer smacks the wall back up to the top of the racetrack. And that would be a caution. I believe we're going to call that caution on the back straight. Yes. Fourth caution of the day. What goes around comes around, you could say. Alright guys, so after a round of pit stops, everyone getting prepared to go green flag racing. Look at Stuart Haas running up front. Both of these guys for Stuart Haas in my league are rookies. Not saying that they're new to the game, but they're new to my league. And if I could hold this camera still, you'll be able to see them a little bit better. And that's Stampy, and I still can't remember the other driver. Let's just say the 14 right now. I'm lined up beside Fees, the 2 rookies, myself, Fees, and RCR teammate. It would be RCR versus Stuart Haas versus Penske. Top 5. Green flag. No, I would not make it 3 wide. Just kidding. That wouldn't stop them behind us from going 3 wide. Good Lord have mercy. You can see the blades of grass. Somehow they didn't tear everybody up. You see me diving it in here hard. I'm trying my best to catch the 4 car. There you see the 11 about to make a pass on the 14. 14 goes down the block and would block successfully. 14 backs off. You see the 31 had to check up just a little bit too. He saw me just a little loose coming out of the corner. There's the 31 who's going to try again on the 11 here soon. 11's going to try on me. I did not enter that corner very well. The 11 thought he had a run on the high side. Couldn't do it. It's going to try on the low side. In the meantime, the 14 got around me. That moves me down to 3rd place. Stampy the rookie would continue to lead. There's the 14 or the 11 going to try to bump me back down to 4th place now, but he couldn't get in there in the corner. Didn't want to challenge me too bad, and here we go. I maintain 3rd. You see the 31 making a resurgence on the 11. Car a little upset after the round of pit stops, to be honest with you. It's not very easy to do what I was doing before. You see 11 could get right up to my outside, but couldn't do anything with it. And there I go to the inside of the 11. Tried it. First time didn't work. Tried it again this time. There's the 11 going to try to capitalize. Gosh, let me hold the camera still. 11 would smack the wall, kind of kill his momentum just a touch. Side by side into 1 and 2. I would win that battle. Got a huge run off the corner there. $11 would smack the wall. Looks like he got turned. Well, that's lag. That's definitely lag. Stampy getting all that fresh air. Slothy is the 14. Stampy and Slothy. I forgot. I finally remember what the 14's name is. from the nose, side by side with the 14. That's from the chase view. Right, so I would get second place back. 14 would begin to fall back to the back there. He would run third for a little while before falling back to the back. You see the 19 car wasn't in the picture earlier. He moves himself up into the top, or had moved himself up into the top 5. I think he bumped the wall there just a little bit. And there I go for the lead, side by side with the 4 car. Tried to give him plenty of room inside, and Cookie Monster is leading. And there you see the 14 about to take out his own teammate as he goes low. Slothy going low on Stampy. That's the pass for second. 3 wide. And off I go with the lead, and I did not give it back without a fight. Here's what it looked like from behind me. There you see Stampy outside, but couldn't do it. Hard to make passes on that outside in 2 because that safer barrier just pops out of there so much that you can really tear your rotor up, tear your car up trying to make a pass on the high side. If you're gonna make a pass on the high side, make it 3 and 4. 1 and 2 is very difficult. Can be done, but it is difficult. And there you see the 11 move himself up to third, and try his best to get me. Once again, you can check out stats, you can check out points and everything dealing with my leagues on my website, www.thegamingriff.com. Riff spelled with 2 F's. Click read more on N15 Cookie Monsters NASCAR 15 Race League, and you can see everything there. Also, NASCAR Heat, my league for NASCAR Heat, will be starting soon, and will be broadcasted from Twitch. So check me out on Twitch. My Twitch feed is Twitch Monster 27. That will be our 5th caution of the day. Do not know what happened, but it was something behind me. And we will go on from there. So after pit stops, there you see the field is slowed and everyone's getting in position. And after a round of pit stops, Stampy would lead, or excuse me, no, I think I separated those two because, no, Stampy would lead us to the green flag. He chose the inside lane. We're about probably more than a quarter of the way through the race. I think we're closer to halfway. I wish they displayed laps on the display. I would definitely have it up there. The 4 of Stampy, the rookie, the 6-time champ 27 Cookie, that's me. The 11 of Forte, and the don't even know, the 14 of Slothy, top 4, green flag. And you see the 19 of Destroyer peeking his head in there. And look at what's going on behind me. Good Lord, 3 wide, 2 wide. Again, you hear all those cars bumping around, and it's amazing that no one got tore up more than they did. There you see the 11 of Forte, 7 for Chamberlain, trying his best to do everything he can to make me uncomfortable. Pittsburgh paints Menards. That's a good picture of what's going on. And as you can see back there, probably going to have another caution soon. The caution flag is out. I think that's about our 6th caution in the day. I'm starting to lose count here. We would have a lot of cautions, but a lot of laps as well. So let's jump you to preparing for the restart. You see the Blue Deuce going to get his lap back. Get a lap back. I was your race leader. I ended up leading the most laps this race, but would not win the race. And you'll find out why later. There's the 11 of Forte. There's the rookie 14 car still in the top 5. They would run up in the top 5 for most of this race, which is good. There's Destroyer hanging around back there. My teammates hanging around back there as well. Happy that an RCR car is leading. And here we go, green right now. There you see the flames from the white hammer. He would be hurting. Motor is hurt right now. There you see 3 wide right there. Knew that wouldn't work. 14 around. Big wreck. Big wreck at Richmond. Big wreck. And that would hurt the 14 big time, who was doing so well running up front, kind of getting spaced out, but drug across the nose of his teammate, and that would be it. That would be all she wrote. And so, after that wreck, we prepare to go green once again. There you see the 14, the damage to that nose, the flames coming off from under the hood. Yeah, no crew decides to just leave flames blowing up under the hood. It's like, yeah, you drive fast enough, the flames will go out. Don't worry about it. Oh, and by the way, the smoke, yeah, just, we'll give you a respirator. Yeah, they shouldn't even be driving right now, but oh well. So it will be 27, 11, 22, 19, I want to say is up there. Top 4. Green flag. There you see the white hammer making his way, trying to anyway. Trying to make his way back up, but quickly falling backwards. There you see the 22 of Fees. He was fast earlier on in the race and would have a resurgence back into 2nd place. Three wide, still back there in the back. You see the 19 making a move for 2nd. It was a battle. It started and ended really quickly. The 19 had a much faster car. There you see the 88 trying to make a move to move up to 3rd on Fees. Fees was dropping like a rock. Oh, and there you see Fees dump the 88. Question, was it a lag bubble? Do not know. Caution. So we will move on to the next restart. This race brought to you by Samsung Note 4. The outdated and still beautiful, smooth operating Note 4. Also brought to you by KMI, Cookie Monster Racing Incorporated. KMIR, whatever. KMR, I guess, whatever. 27, 19, 11, 22, and looks like 4 car. That will be a top 5. Preparing to go green. Green flag, green flag, green flag. Side by side with the Destroyer. That was the 3 car that was in the top 4, top 5. Oof, and scary right there. Almost a big wreck. Joe Gibbs trying to chase me down, and there you see the 88 returning the love to the 22 to the inside wall. Caution. Never mind. Thought there was a caution. I think we stayed green this particular time. I apologize. So back to the battle. 27 versus Joe Gibbs. The 19 and the 11 directly behind you. Behind me there you see a car. I'm coming up on there soon. See if we can get a glimpse as to who that is. That is, looks like the 34 car of Rival Ant. We were talking about him earlier in the broadcast, and looks like he had trouble early. Back to the races. There you see that hammer up there. You see the flame guys, the flame motors up there in the top, running in the top 10. And that will be the 31. I apologize. And you can see he's flamed up too. He must have got involved in that earlier accident. He would go a lap down right then, and Destroyer would follow me. And he stayed out of everybody's way. Of course, the rules of the regular season, you want to get a win to get locked into the chase. It is possible to miss the chase, or rather make the chase without a win. But of course, the more wins you get in the season, the higher your chase berth, and everyone wants that number 1 seed headed to the chase. And caution would come out right here. For what reason, I do not know. Oh, well, I would say the 88 parked there, if nose first into the wall, would give me every indication as to what happened. That will be caution number 8 or 9, one of the two. I'm going to stop counting. All right, so bring you up to the green flag restart. We're a little more than halfway done with the race. Let's see exactly where we are. Yep, a little more than halfway done. So we get ready to double up and see the 31 getting his lap back. We're doubling up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am 5th. Well, I'm 4th, and I do not know what is going on back there. I don't know what place I am. I don't know what we were doing there. Okay, I'm 4th. Getting ready to go green flag racing. Nobody behind us is ready. And it's like, oh, well, get left. Beloved would lead us across to the green flag. His first sight of laps led the whole race. It was good to see him running up in the top 5, even though for whatever brief a time it was. That 27 was like a rocket ship. It was like a heat seeker finding the lead as I drove past him on the high side in 3 and 4. Kind of wedged myself in there in that gap he left open, and another wreck. 14 gets spun. You see a couple others in the grass. Caution. That would be a caution. So we get ready to restart once again. And you see the 34 is still here. 31 is there. '27 Pittsburgh Paints Menards Chevrolet for RCR. Again, I would lead the most laps in this race. Just could not find victory lane after, well, you'll get a chance to see why shortly. 27, 11, 19, the deuce, and the 3 car would be your top 5 right now. Green, green, green. And there you see a hot mess to even get started. I mean, good Lord. And, yeah, you guessed it. Caution. I don't know what happened there. It was bad. Alright, so after that catastrophe of a restart, doubling up right here to prepare to go green once again. '27, 19, 11, 3, 14, who managed to hang around despite the flames, would roll off in the top 5. The flames ain't out by now. I believe it's an oil fire. They probably want to park it, but they made it through. Green flag. Not a great restart for the 27, and that's where things went down here. I lost it, dropped down to 3rd. Now I'm working on my teammate in a 3 car side by side with him. The 11 decides he wants to tag along with me to get through that hole side by side with the 3. You see, he got just a touch more run on me on that high side, but I would let him by in 1 and 2 now. Lag bubbles again would play a factor in this race, and you'll get a chance to see exactly what I'm talking about here. There's the 14. What kind of knows me? Back I go again. And just like that, I dropped from running first, leading laps, Running third, now I'm back there close to the rear of the field, about mid-pack now. Now I'm working on probably 5th or 6th, working on the 22, get past him. The 11 working on me would give me a little bump. I'm in 4th. I just thought about that. I'm in 4th. The Destroyer was leading this race. Speedy Driver, my teammates in 2nd. 14 in 3rd with the flame oil burning engine, and then me in 4th. There's the 11 of Chamberlain, who rounds out the top 5. Chamberlain, of course, would have a sub that was Forte. Race coming to a close now. Not that many laps left in this race at all. And there is Forte, who knows it and is trying to get around me the best way he can. There I'm going low on the 14. Time running out. I'm going to try to take that, and I am battling with him and again getting nosed by him. He just tried to get me. In the meantime, the 11 doesn't get nosed. Makes it past him on the inside, takes that spot away, and he would advance into the top 3. And then give it right back. Smacks the wall, gives it back to the 14. Of course, with the burnt engine, had no drive off the corners, but he had a ton of turn in the middle of the corners and took advantage of it by pinning that 14 on the high side. And there you see contact to the wall. Yay. There I go to the inside. And I get 2 for 1 RCR in the top 3. That cone took abuse, boy. It must suck to be a cone. It's got ran over, smacked, hit, stomped, blown over. I mean, I wouldn't want to be a cone in life at all. I wouldn't even want to sponsor a cone. But it stands tall. Look at that. Every lap it's there, standing tall. The next lap it's ran over. Poor cone. This is the Cookie Monster broadcasting Richmond, race 2 of the current N15 season. I am the driver of the 27 Menards Pittsburgh Paint Chevy, running third right now. Nobody around me that I could catch, and I'm just cruising. Led the most laps in this race, but would not see the lead anymore this race. It would be kind of the end of my run in front. Just car just kind of faded away toward the end of the race, and I just could not find it back. We are approaching the end of this race, and as you can see, action about to occur behind me. Caution. We'll come out once again. Couldn't get a look at the wreck. It happened on the other side of the racetrack, but this would lead to yet another caution. And so after that, there you see that 27 car up front. But again, I would not see the lead very long before I'd be removed. That's a good word. But for now, we'll just say 27, 19, 3, 22 was able to stay pretty much in the top 5 pretty much the whole race. So did that 11. You got to give it off to those guys who was able to overcome challenges throughout the race and keep their car running good. Fees, of course, knows what it's like to run well and to be a champion in A League, 2-time N14 champ. But you got to give it to him and being able to stay up front there. And there you see my teammate. He likes Pittsburgh paints too. Green flag. And for a split second there, you think RCR 1-2 again? Yeah, that's